Addendum 1, June 2015. A retired general who wanted to remain anonymous requested using drones and a radar to secretly explore corners of the island. Seeing the rise of drones and radar are becoming prevalent in security and police, this was ingenious. We deployed the one drone hidden in the sky, two soldiers in camouflage to look at the footage of the cameras, and small cameras hidden in a Polynesian plague. 5 minutes after deployment, the plague already encountered the natives and was treated more kindly compared to the previous attempts of exploration. The group of natives consisted of three 055-2s, two of them having a skin of dark amber color. They attempted to communicate with the plague, but due to the language barrier, they couldn't understand each other. The natives decided to let the plague follow them into their village, where multiple 055-2s are living. A Foundation-employed anthropologist later noted how the buildings and structures in the village are comparable to Polynesian traditional building structures and homes, with the people reminding him of the Rapa Nui people in culture. All measurements were judged by the footage of the cameras and drone. There were notable differences with there being two huge buildings estimated to be 30 by 60 meters or 98.4 by 197 feet. After getting settled into the daily life customs and clothing of a family and community of 055-2, Blake stumbled into one of the huge buildings out of curiosity and saw people not native to 055 in small cages lined up in organized rows. Conditions being kneeling with their hands, feet, tongue, and front lips presumably cut off, and front teeth taken out, with them being restrained in the wrists, ankles, and knees in their 1.75 by a 0.5 meter or 5.74 or by 1.64 feet crowded cage in what's presumed to be their own feces and urine. In their state, the victims lay naked and fat, only being able to make velar and glottal sounds whilst crying or suffering without tears in their state. Some of them may show signs of psychological disorders, like but aren't limited to depression, schizophrenia, with some developing Stockholm syndrome to the 055-2 that are feeding them. One of the family members of 055-2 was in a positive, happy mood, presumably attempting to show the plague around the building being organized to store a lot of their victims. He happily showed the plague where and how they take out the previously mentioned body parts, organized their victims to breed, how they fed their victims with grinded up vegetables and grains, and even slaughtered their victims, with the slaughtering and mutilation involving getting shot by the darts before the procedure first. Unsurprisingly, the plague was disturbed by what he witnessed, but he strangely responded by fearfully going along with the 055-2 male. In the middle of the demonstration, 7 out of the 12 sent personnel in the last two planned expeditions back at 2015 have been found alive, fat, and incapacitated in their cages, two of which are female and pregnant. After the demonstration, the plague has been called into dinner, with each of the 055-2 family members sitting on their respective logs, receiving vegetables and a big portion of unknown meat onto their leaves. When the plague got his share, he hesitated. The 055-2 that toured him earlier pointed at the biggest building and then at the meat, putting his hand in his mouth and then making chewing motion after putting his hand away from it. The plague ate the meat with his hands, and then the rest of the family followed. After that, the guy who tore the plague patted the table 3 times, and all the other family members made a fist in a horizontal direction. They slammed the table with their fist at the third pat, after which they all looked up and screamed, "Ah!" for 5 seconds. The amount of information in this first 6 hours of footage provided us a lot of insight into the lives of 055-2 communities. For more information on the culture of 055-2, our foundation-employed anthropologist has made a page on the culture named the culture of 055-2. While it seems like a normal cannibalistic tribe, there has been footage that shows us more about the anomalous side of 055-2. Addendums 2 and 3 will show more information about the weapons and religion of 055-2.